This is an ungodly hour. I don't know how people do this. This is like very, very painful. I really, really regret doing this. But the reason why today is an early stream is because later I'll be gone. Yeah, I'll be gone. I won't be here anymore. That's because I'll be playing with my friends later on Lethal Company. And it's not because I hate you guys. It's not because I hate all of you, chat. It's because I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you knowing who I really am. Because my friends and I, we actually tried, like, you know, a fair number of times on stream with multiple games. Even with legit just a small group of like 2 or 3, it was really hard not to call each other by our real names. So, you know, like the person who came by to play like a Fortnite with me last time, we called each other by our real names. So we're gonna not do that, and so we're gonna avoid all the multiplayer stuff here, like on like live. Okay, sorry about that, but that's why I'm starting earlier today, so we have a full stream regardless, and so we have a lot of content to work with. Because boy, is there some content. There's been a couple of things happening. One which I only found out posthumously, so I say posthumously as if it's gone and dead, but like I mean posthumously more in the sense of like I could have been sniped, right? Like pow. So there's been a lot of hubbub on Twitch. In fact, Jerma put like a let me show you the tweet. This is just like, you know, like this is the reaction of all time. Where is it? Where are you, Jerma? Jeremy, Wormy, Jerma. Where is it? Fuck! It's so hard to go through, like, on Twitter. It has, like, the worst UI of all time. No, so, Jesus Christ. I feel so, like, tired. Replies. Shit. I need to find it. Fuck, it was so fucking funny. It was so goddamn funny. Where is it? Wait. Anyways, I'll talk about the thing that I changed. Ah, I got it. Ah! Yeah. Sniper! Anyway, so this is what Jeremy tweeted. So you may have noticed there's a new policy on Twitch called the sexual content policy. I only saw it, but I didn't know the full details. Now that I do, I understand why Twitch for like a single day went kind of fucking wild. I saw the aftermath. Mind you, again, I've been gone for like a while, right? So like I didn't know. But now I know. So the reason why I found out that it was way larger than that I realized was because Jeremy just said, That's not even his real account, I don't think, actually. It's not even him. But the funny thing is, it's just like, this made me laugh out loud. Because it's like such a Jeremy thing to like do, right? It makes me wish that like Jeremy actually said this. But at the same time, like I'm pretty sure Jeremy has like done like a twerking stream at some point. He has for sure shown his ass cheeks on the stream. It's why you have the like meme of his giant ass cheeks. But it would be funny just like the image of him like just straight up like twerking, just like live on like Twitch. But the extent of this new policy change, the sexual content policy change, is actually kind of wild. So you can actually just show anything. Obviously, you can't show sexual acts, but you can show like straight up titties and like genitals and like stuff, as long as you're covered and it's under art. You can't show human titties and genitals, I don't think. Those have to be covered if you're a real person, but if you're doing art, it's like fine. Like if you're like, you know, Michelangelo, sure, draw pee-pee. If you're a hentai artist, sure, draw hentai. And guess what? That's actually what happened. There's been I can't show you, but I've seen the screenshots. Okay, straight up just like hentai artists just like drawing like live on Twitch, and you see like animated like booba and like kaka and like yaya. You know, in Vietnamese, the word for your vagina as like a colloquial, because like, you know what I mean, like it's like scientific term vagina, you know, colloquial term pussy, right? The colloquial term like the word for pussy is the same word for like bird in Vietnamese. So when you say that your bird is flying away, going really high, it just sounds funny. My wife and I always make fun of it, because when we were growing up, she had to listen to this like kids song, and my niece had to too. I feel so bad for her. It's such an annoying kids song. It's about birds flying away and stuff, right? And it's about birds singing and like stuff. But like when you're older, it just sounds funny as fuck. And it's saying like, yes, my bird is flying away, and my bird is singing to me. It's chirping. I hear it. Bird, come to me. Bird, come to me. So every time I want to like seduce my like wife, I just tell like, bird, come to me. But this is a crazy change. The Twitch went kind of like buck wild. Many people have been banned. Pay Money Wubby was one of the larger ones to like go. RIP. I'm pretty sure I saw Squeaks. Or Squee or something like that. I don't know. Squee-chan or something. She was just like reviewing hentai, like live on stream. And I was like, alright, this is like, I feel like it's like going crazy now. I feel like we've like I feel like Twitch didn't really know what they were trying to do, but I still commend them for trying to do something about it. Because, okay, just for context, I don't mind that the content's on the platform, but I do have a problem when it's like inconsistent about what's like allowed and like not, right? Because it's very hard to know, like, okay, like is me talking about the like bird story, is that sexual content? Like clearly showing, you know, what everyone else showed is sexual content, but it's me just like doing these funny jokes, or even my like ass drawing when we played the dating sim last night. Is that sexual content? That's why cleavage is a fine. Exactly, cleavage is like fine. Yeah, you know what I mean? Honestly, like cleavage is a natural consequence of nobody likes to wear turtlenecks. I've never met a single person who wears a turtleneck unironically that isn't a serial killer. Ever. Tell me, when have you ever seen a non-serial killer person wear a turtleneck? Back to love is all around. No. We definitely we played with fire there. We definitely played with fire. Interestingly, it's still the same game rules, so I can play Cyberpunk and go for all the sex scenes still. But even me mentioning sex, like for a while, it was very like iffy, and they just kind of let you go. I commend Twitch for at least trying to get more clarity around what you can and can't do, because they're also the only platform that's like doing this. I'll get into what that means. Until you get ass cheeks hanging out, it's fine. Might not even be like cheeks. I don't know. So the Yuekin, she showed cheeks, and we're still not banned, right? She had her ass cheeks just like hanging out. She was in like a bikini. We're still alive, so we should be okay. I'm pretty sure ass cheeks are like fine. But I commend Twitch for like trying. Twitch is the only platform where you can go and dip your toe in and out of adult content without losing the revenue. Is like unlike either side, if that makes sense. The only difference is that I make Twitch no money. Yeah, true. Actually, people come to me and I'm a drain on their server streaming for like hours. I actually am. But the way that Twitch does this kind of stuff, like being able to like dip between like safe for work content and not safe for work content, is notably very different from every other like streaming platform, right? If you tried this on YouTube, you would be instantly banned. It's like impossible unless you're Kevin Leonardo. I don't know how Kevin Leonardo was able to nair his butthole on YouTube. I don't know how it's possible. I need to know how. I need to learn his like secrets. You mean these girls are probably single-handedly keeping Twitch afloat, and we thank them for their service. We do thank them for the service. They are bringing in sub money. Surprisingly, not even that like high in terms of like the sub money. The largest streamers still bring probably the most money. Like, you know, like XQC and stuff. Like, remember those Twitch leaks? I'm pretty sure the only one at the very, very top was like Amaranth, and she was maybe not even in the top 100 or like something. Last I recalled, it was mostly stuff like Iron Mouse, XQC, just like regular old like streamers, just like bringing cash. And for the most part, you know, Twitch makes a lot of their money from like ads. Realistically, behind the scenes, I imagine if I went through their financial stuff, they probably make most of their money with like advertising deals, which is also kind of the reason why they do these rules, right? So for context, all of this is done for the sake of being able to run ads. If you can't run ads, you have to charge money. You have to become like a float plane, which is like Linus's from from Linus Tech Tips platform for like YouTube videos, right? You basically have to charge people for them to be able to stream on your service, and that's going to kill you, right? Because Twitch is in a unique position where Twitch needs creators, okay? The only funny person at Twitch is Dan Clancy, and he's not even like funny. He's just like he's just like a cool CEO, right? But he's not like the coolest CEO, right? Like people still realize, well, he's still just a CEO, right? But he's the only person on like Twitch that could actually stream, and people would like actually watch, right? So they need content creators because they have none. No one in like house, but no one's gonna stream it if it costs them $5 per like minute just to start, right? So actually, I don't even cost Twitch money. I cost Toyota money. When you get an ad from Toyota, I'm the one who they're paying technically. Have I tried Flowplane? I've seen a video on it. It's whatever. The problem with like platforms like Flowplane and like Galaxy and like stuff is unless you know the developer that you want to watch, there's no reason for you to be on there. There's no real discovery channel, like not like the discovery channel isn't like, here we see the gorilla looking at the giraffe, you know what I mean? Like, but like more like there's no way for you to like see new content or like find new content by the algorithm, right? And the algorithm is like random. Like sometimes it'll just give you something like out of nowhere. Like off the cuff, it'll give you. Recently, the algorithm gave me an H-Bomber guy video, who I forgot existed for like 5 years or like something, or like however long. I just stopped watching him, and I never subbed to him. And all of a sudden, his latest video about YouTube scams like came out, 8 million views, and I saw it and I was like, damn, all right, cool. Then I subbed to him. It's like you don't get that on like Flowplane and like stuff. So you can never find anything new, or you can't really rediscover the source of things that you saw elsewhere, right? Because I'm pretty sure I saw his videos at like a friend's birthday party like years ago. But yeah, I commend Twitch for at least trying. If you go on the hub, you know what I mean? We all know the hub. You can't just stream like any normal thing. Like if I went on the hub to stream, everyone would just like click off, because everyone watches the first 2 minutes of like a video, and then they skim through, and then it's like, all right, and then once they're done, they just leave, right? On the hub, their attention span is maybe 30 seconds to 2 minutes. That's how long everyone lasts, right? It's a very different place. But sometimes you do want to do some not safe for work stuff. Like sometimes some not safe for work stuff is like weird and like funny. Like you guys know Goblin Massage? What is it? Goblin Masseuse? Goblin Massage. Orc Massage. It's in VR? Oh wait, no. Sorry. I misread VIP as VR. But that game would be so funny to like play, right? It'd be so funny to like play, but I can't play it. It's just straight up like Zoran, right? So I can't play it. But Twitch is slowly getting there. They're slowly getting to the point where you can dip your toe into like a single orc massage stream. All the adults can like laugh, and then like how is this game real? Why are there like half bird people coming to your orc massage place? And why are you trying to pay rent? And then the very next day, you can just stream something like Love is all around. There's no other platform that's trying to do this, and so I commend them for it, right? Because even the platform like YouTube, you have to edit it very heavily. You have to censor the bejesus out of it. It's a very different contrast, I think. And again, though they may fail at times, it's at least good that they're trying, because it also means more clarity about what you can and can't do, right? Because there's a lot of interesting content that is not family friendly. I'm just gonna be honest. Family friendly content is like fine and like stuff, but for talentless hacks like me, it's very hard to make something that's both family friendly and also very entertaining. So it's much easier to just rely on like, you know, raunchy behavior to like get like extra views, right? We're all trying to farm views here. Unfortunately, you know, it does mean we're gonna get this like growing period where like people are just reviewing like hentai on like stream. And even me talking about hentai is still very risky of like, will I get like banned? I don't really know. But that's what the sexual content change is trying to figure out, right? It's the first push. And I think they're learning that, well, this is getting kind of like wild. Plus Dan Clancy, the CEO, did say, yeah, some people who were banned weren't supposed to be banned. It was fine. And other things that I found, other funny things that I found. I follow this guy named Brad Lynch. I don't endorse these people. I just follow them because they have interesting content. Okay, I have no clue what he does. All I know is that he does a lot of like VR and AR stuff, alternate reality. So for context, the Oculus Pro or the MetaQuest Pro. Wait, they changed it? Yeah. The MetaQuest Pro, because Oculus no longer exists. They're just a part of. They're just now Meta's VR apartment. They recently released an update to their SDK. So for context, an SDK is it's an acronym for Source Development Kit. It allows developers to add features to their games or like stuff. They added support for tongue tracking. I don't know why, but everybody assumes it's for, you know, the Awooga games, right? It's for the degenerate games, okay? Everybody knows that it's going to be used for adult games because nobody can figure out what is the point of having tongue tracking in an AR/VR setting. Like, when would you ever need to track someone's tongue? In a medical context? Well, no one's going to use a MetaQuest Pro for a medical context, right? It doesn't make any sense. Would you use it for like a, I don't know, like a 3D mapping context for like mocap? Maybe, but even then, like, why do you need the like tongue? It's you rarely see the tongue. If you actually look at like most game characters like lip syncing, the tongue is actually mostly static. You actually rarely ever see it move. Very, very rarely. Only in the highest quality AAA productions like Horizon Zero something, like the newest Horizon whatever Forbidden West game. Or like, you know, like Red Dead Redemption 2. But like in Red Dead Redemption 2, like you see sweat coming out of like people's pores. Like, I mean, but you only see that level of quality there. And so clearly it must only be for Zorin, right? It has to be. Although I could imagine like that one indie game that we played where you were at dinner with your family, like as like a frog eating things. I can imagine that it would have used tongue tracking very well. I would love to play a game where you use your tongue to control like your in-game tongue to try to eat things. Okay, I take it back. I know why tongue tracking is there. It's for the next Iron Chef AR game or VR game. Yo, an Iron Chef AR game would be sick. Imagine you walk around the city of like Tokyo, right? Like right now. And you're like, what's today's eating challenge? Find currywurst in the middle of Tokyo. So you go around and you find your currywurst and you find it, and you have to use the tongue tracking to lick the currywurst to scan it into the world, and then and then you get like points if you lick the QR code on the side of the container. I'm a genius. This is why I should never be allowed to develop anything. I'm like Peter Molyneux if he had like, you know, if he had like a malfunction in his brain, a dysfunction. If he had like broken brain cells, right? I am the worst thing to happen to game ideas. But I can see a vision now. I understand why. Another fun thing that I found was this stupid video because okay, Twitter has a decent algorithm too. Okay, I've been on Twitter more, just to check it out and like try it out. I'm not a big Twitter user, but I like to scroll around and just see what people do because I follow it. By the way, from Twitter on the 21st, we're gonna be playing this weird random online Japanese game that is completely indie and it looks like the coolest goddamn game ever. And I think I've just found the next major RPG game. It actually looks so sick. Like way too sick. And I can't wait to play it. But anyways, so sometimes I go on Twitter to find stuff like that, right? I found the VNUS group. This is the craziest video ever. And just warning, when I show you this video, it's you might die laughing, okay? I'm glad that Twitter will sometimes show you very old stuff. Like I even get stuff from like, you know, like a month ago. And I'm so glad because of how stupid it is. Just be warned. This actually is like genuinely funny, but also probably not safe for work, but also like I don't really know if this is real or like not. Just be ready for this, okay? This is the VNUS group. As far as I know, it's a shitpost because I can't imagine that's actually real. There's no way that this group is actually real. I just want to show you all this. Look and listen. I don't know how loud this will be. Oh, wrong one, sorry. There we go. This is very loud. It's not loud. I'm pretty sure it's a shit post because you're going to see why. You're going to see why in just a moment. Just like look. Just like look.
I'm gonna light up your heart! Would you like me to pour you some tea?
Oh God, Jesus Christ. But the shitpost isn't here yet. Idris Elba! Idris Elba, the Office idol! There's no way. And then, like, it's like everything else before then is like normal, right? And you see Idris Elba, and you're like, okay, like it could still kind of work, right? Especially if you don't know the actual actor, right?
Whether it's on or off the field, always try your best.
But this next one.
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Just Emmanuel. The first ever flush tuber. This is Twitch's first ever flush tuber. One of the tweets under is, "Where are you hiding, Emmanuel?"
I'm ready for a big adventure.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Emmanuel Idris Elba. I can't wait until that group comes out. Surprisingly, this one actually doesn't have many views. Well, it has views, but it doesn't have as many likes or retweets. What I find is that on the Twitter, if you get a lot of reach, it's basically on your number of likes and your number of retweets. One other thing that I found as well, which I was sad that I didn't get to because it immediately got taken down. There was a PC port of a whatchamacallit? Legend. It's sorry, Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening DX. Yeah, it's a PC port of Link's Awakening. Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX, not DS. DX. Right? It's like the very early It's like one of the earlier versions of like the Legend of Zelda games. It's like the top-down game. I'm pretty sure it's before Link to the Past though. The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening. I'm pretty sure it's one of the first ones, isn't it? Link's Awakening. Look, yeah, 1993. Jesus Christ. There's an official remake of this on the Switch. It's pretty shit. I mean, it's no game. You know what it's going to. It's not bad, but it's like why play that when you have Breath of the Wild, right? But some team, no one really knows. They just kind of like posted it to like itch. It was up for like a week in like stealth, and then just yesterday night, like just yesterday afternoon while I was streaming, everyone started to retweet it like, "Hey, this is actually a really good remake." It was actually a surprisingly weird remake. 60 FPS. The game ran really smooth. The camera followed you smooth. You could see the entire map, which kind of broke some of the design elements because you're supposed to see one screen at a time. The problem is that just like every other Nintendo game remake or a mod or remaster or something, what happens is that Nintendo DMCA's them and says, "Take it down, or we're going to sue you for all you have, and you'll be going to jail." Not just any jail, Japanese jail. I've heard jails in Japan are terrifying. It's not Sweden, all right? You're not gonna have a good time there. So you better comply with a DMCA takedown. So when it got really popular on Twitter while we were playing the Love Is All Around, the moment that I saw it when we finished, the link had already been taken down. And I was like, fuck! I didn't even get a chance to like download it or like play it. There are other such, times that this has happened for other franchises. The most known one is Metroid. I can't say it for fear of a Nintendo lore coming to my house and beating me with a giant stick into submission. But there was a Metroid fan game that had all of the same trappings. And they used, basically, they don't care about fan games if you copy the mechanics insofar as long as you don't go into, to copying their, patented stuff, one-to-one. But they definitely care if you take their assets and you rip it from their games, which is exactly what they did for the Legend of Zelda PC port thing, the fan make. And that's what happened. They took the entire thing, all the real assets, and just put it online for you to... Basically, you don't have to you don't have to buy their $80 remake of a game that, while good, is also, like, there's not much to it. You just download this thing for free and you play it, and it's basically the same experience without the 3D stuff. That's why it gets taken down. Very often it gets taken down. That's unfortunate that I didn't get to see it, because while it's up, because like they I don't think they can DMCA you for playing it. I don't think they can do that. But imagine if they could. It'd be over for me. Over. The moment, like, I'm not gonna beat Nintendo at a DMCA takedown. And now I'm scrolling on Twitter, and this is why I don't go onto the site. Because there's so many people that I want to follow, and I want to look at this shit. Because this shit looks so fucking good. And all these artists, all these beautiful people who do some crazy stuff. Holy moly, this cosplay is not safe for work. Why is this on my homepage? Ugh. Followed. Anyways, that's all the fun stuff that I saw. There's a lot of Christmas updates as well for different games, which we'll be going through. And, you know, we'll be going through some Christmas games today as well with the Advent Calendar 4 stuff. But again, keep an eye out for the 21st. We're going to be playing this weird Japanese game. It's called Dual Corps. I'm not going to be like that, like, guy who is like, you know those, like, memes where you see, like, screenshots of, like, people like DMing someone like, hey, where'd you get this? And they always apply like, bro, go live your life, right? Get out there, do your own thing. Stop trying to bite me. I don't give a fuck. It's called Dual Corp. Dual. I'll just show it to you. Dual Corp. This one is actually fine to show as well. It's not an adult game, but it does look like an amazing RPG style game. Look at this thing. I'm so glad that I found it on like Twitter. The art style reminds me of what's that game that was like stupid? It was like Triangle Project. Or like Octopath Traveler, right? But look, third person action combat. This is so sick. And the online beta, the open beta for online, which you can join, you can just request access. You can request? Did I say request? Oh my god. I mean, ooified. You can request access, and you get access immediately, because I don't know why they have a separate button to like do it. I guess it's like a spam bot thing. It looks so sick though. It's like a third person like Souls-like game with like an unrestricted class, and it seems like a very highly skill-based game. It looks so good. And there's more videos on their Twitter that shows off the multiplayer gameplay. It seems like a mostly PvE experience, which is perfectly fine, right? But like this is exactly what I've wanted for a long time, which is just like a PvE co-op dungeon crawler. Oh wait, there's pawns too? Absolutely sick. By the way, we're playing Dragon's Dogma at some point too, because I got that stuff. I got the game on like sale. Dragon Dogma, these nuts. But today, we're gonna do some of the classic stuff. Astra Libra. But first, we need to do some Advent Calendar stuff. So I forgot to do Advent Calendar yesterday, so we're gonna do 2 games today of Advent Calendar. BRB, as I set that up right now. Unless I didn't get the key, in which case we will skip Advent Calendar today and we'll go on to the, to the good stuff. Astra Libra, let's see. I sure hope I got that golden key to open up the thing. If not, then we're basically doomed.